Hello, I'm Sonal Pradeshi, Product Marketing Manager for the Office Ecosystem team. This video is targeted for people developing and marketing add-ins and apps for Office. The Office store that is embedded within the Microsoft Office apps like Excel or Outlook, etc., has many visitors each day. But simply listing your app in the store and waiting for organic visitors will yield only some new visitors each day. However, there are many competing services available within categories such as CRM or data visualization, and it can be challenging to attract customers. The bottom line is, waiting for organic visitors will only get you a certain level of success. This video describes how you can build marketing campaigns to drive users to try your Office add-in, and how to target users effectively and track campaign success. Before rushing into channels, ads, and budgets, you should draw the outlines of what you want to achieve. You don't need a strict marketing strategy, but it's important to understand the goal of your campaigns. In addition to expanding your user base, do you plan to target users who work in a specific field or even in specific organizations? Will you be generating leads within your add-in? Are you planning to upsell to users once they have become engaged with your solution? And will these users be potential candidates to share your solution within their organization? Based on these answers, you can move forward to plan the best marketing activities fitting to your goals. Invest in channels that yield the best results. You may know based on previous marketing campaigns what works, but do expect a period of learning and trying out variations as you explore multiple strategies to see how your customers respond. If you don't have an existing customer base, it's good to start building awareness by running campaigns that allow you to learn about the audience, messaging, and creatives with low cost. Search engine marketing is a great place to start since it allows you to easily set keywords and control your budgets. But be mindful of the keywords that you select. Keywords that give high amounts of impressions and a good CTR or click-through rate might not have the best conversion to actual add-in launches. Targeting too broadly will also burn your budget quickly. Keywords such as Microsoft Word might get users to click on your ad, but the user's intent might be to purchase Office products and not find ways to expand the use of them. So, selecting more specific keywords fitting your add-in, such as PowerPoint templates or Excel charts, might get you less traffic but more qualified users. As you can see by the example from Picket, they chose PowerPoint. Once you have a good understanding of your audience, you can expand your marketing to include different social media channels such as LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. These platforms allow you to do specific targeting beyond geolocation, device, and age. You can target users who have interests related to your add-in or who work in a field that is relevant to the core use case of your solution. Engaging and re-engaging with your users is commonly done using direct email marketing. Setting up email campaigns is fast and cheap, but stay mindful of not spamming your users. Keeping your style and messaging consistent and relevant to your add-in is key. Otherwise, you will see users opting out from the email list. Based on the information you have gathered about your users, you can target people who are, for example, power users of your solution, influencers within an organization, or even IT professionals. A blog is a perfect place to let people know about your add-in and all the great capabilities it has. You can highlight specific features, give tips on getting the most out of your solution, and share news and updates. Your blog, landing page, or web page is also a great place to convince people to try your add-in. The pages you host yourself will also enable you to collect more insights on visitors who have expressed interest towards your solution. You can run retargeting campaigns for people who have visited your site, collect email signups, and even connect visitors with your sales department. Whatever channels you choose to use, tracking your marketing efforts will help you to understand what works or doesn't work about a campaign, and help evaluate the return on investment for the campaign cost. We'll now show you how to use Campaign Tracking ID to allow you to better understand the impact of your individual marketing efforts. A Campaign Tracking ID means a combination of two parameters that you can add to the URL when you link to the add-in page in store.office.com. The first parameter is the identifier of your marketing campaign. It can include up to 16 characters, a combination of letters, numbers, underscore, dash, for example, blog post _12. The second parameter is your store provider ID, which you can find on your store provider page in store.office.com. This ID will always start with the letter PN for provider name. Let me show you how you can quickly create this campaign tracking URL from the Office Store site. I'm going to navigate to the Bing Maps add-in page and create a campaign tracking URL for this add-in. Let's first copy the store link for the add-in so you can pick up the add-in ID number and the link that you will need to generate this campaign tracking URL. We will also need to create a campaign ID which can be up to 16 characters, as I have shown earlier. In order to get the store provider ID, let's go back to the Office Store page and click on the provider detailed information. In this URL, you will be able to pick up the provider name ID and insert that into your provider ID parameter. Now we simply copy the campaign ID parameter and the provider ID parameters and append that into your store URL to create your campaign tracking URL. Adding these parameters to your campaign URL will enable us to provide more information about your campaign's user funnel. We can provide you the number of users who visited your add-in page in the Office Store, number of users who clicked to acquire the add-in, and finally, the number of users who successfully installed and launched the add-in inside Office. This capability is currently available for free Word, Excel, and PowerPoint add-ins listed in store.office.com. Soon, we will share these campaign insights with you on the seller dashboard. This will give you the tools needed to analyze the success of each campaign and focus your efforts on channels and messaging that works. In the meanwhile, we have set up an email account for requesting your campaign data. And you can send a request to the Omex Data Requester, and we'll send you the number of users arriving to your add-in page, the users who click to acquire your add-in, and the number of users who successfully complete an installation in Word, Excel, or PowerPoint. Take charge of your add-in success and remember to evaluate which marketing channels work best for your customers. Create multiple designs for your marketing collateral to explore what resonates best, and use campaign tracking IDs to track end-to-end success. This guidance is also available in the Microsoft Developer Network under Promote Your App or Add-in, on dev.office.com, and in the Office ISV Go-to-Market Guidebook. Thank you so much for watching this video.